Hey everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and in today's video we're going to give you the step-by-step guide on how to make sure you master the reverse offset. If there's one maneuver that gets inside every student's head, it is actually the reverse offset. It's one of the most difficult maneuvers you're going to have to prepare yourself for in order to pass the CDL road test. We've got cones on both sides, limited space, and a trailer that never seems to go where you actually want it to. But here's the truth. Once you understand the angles and learn exactly how to correct early, it becomes one of the easiest maneuvers to actually control. Let's break down exactly what you need to know in order to do this right the very first time. This maneuver is designed to test your spatial awareness, mirror use, and trailer control all at once. You'll have to back up your truck and trailer from one lane to another lane using certain angles without touching any cones or crossing any boundary lines. In the real world, this simulates backing into loading areas that aren't directly behind you or doing things like parallel parking. This might not happen every day, but it happens more often than you think. Now, before we get into the step-by-step guide, let's give you the rules of what you're going to need to know in order to pass this maneuver. So when it comes to the reverse offset, you're going to have a starting point and an end point. By the time you get to the end point, you want to make sure that your back bumper is going to be between a 3-foot box at the end of the alley. You're then going to want to make sure you're backing the vehicle from one lane to the other lane without touching any of the cones. You do get 2 free pull-ups, and you can get out of the vehicle 2 times to actually check the vehicle to see what's going on. But you can't get out any more than that. That being said, going nice and slow is probably going to be the best thing for you to do, and understanding which way to turn. Alright, so now let's get into the step-by-step guide on exactly how to perform a proper reverse offset. For this maneuver, you're able to get out of the vehicle 2 times to check your surroundings, and you have 2 free pull-ups. After the 2 free pull-ups, you can pull up more times, but you're going to accumulate points. The more points you have, the worse it becomes for you. That being said, let's show you exactly what this looks like. Alright, so for this maneuver, you're going to start off right over here, where we left it off from the last maneuver, and then you're going to be moving it to right over here. The idea is to make sure that the back bumper is in between these last set of cones right over here, which is going to be about a 3-foot box. So how do we do that? All we got to do is press a special button inside the truck, and magically it does it for you. Unfortunately, we're not at that level yet. So let's show you exactly how to master this maneuver and back this trailer up exactly where you want it to go. So let's press that button again in reverse. Boom, we're right over here. And now let's see exactly what to do. In most cases, you're going to be starting off in front of this. The first step is going to be make sure you back up straight. So we already learned how to straight line back, which means look at the trailer. Make sure you turn to the same side you see the trailer. Once your back trailer tire is in line with your pivot point, which is going to be this cone right over here, it is now time to turn. In this case, you have to understand that the trailer can only back up in one of 3 directions. It can either go right, it can go left, or it can back up straight. Now, if you want the trailer to go to the right, you're going to have to turn the vehicle to the left. If you want the trailer to back up to the left, you're going to have to turn the vehicle to the right. And if you want the trailer to back up straight, you're just simply going to have to turn to the same side that you see your trailer. So we're going to go through this example and show you exactly what has to happen. So in this case, we want the trailer to back up to the right, which is the passenger side of the vehicle. So once we line up this tire to the cones itself, we're then going to turn the vehicle to the left. Once we start turning the vehicle to the left, we're then going to start backing up. Once we get to about a 45-degree angle between tractor and trailer, and now this line is aiming all the way to this cone right over here, almost like a parallel park, right? At this point, it's now time to counter turn. So we're going to turn the vehicle all the way to the opposite side, which is going to be to the right, or towards the passenger side, and then we're then going to start to straighten out the vehicle. So this trailer is going to back up a little bit more, and then at this maneuver, this is where the tractor and trailer should straighten out, just like that. At this point, you should be inside this line here, and even if you're ahead here, that's perfectly okay, but you should be looking, tractor and trailer should be straight. At this point, you want to back up straight until these back tires have crossed over this line, because remember, we only have 12 feet distance, and this is going to be an 8-foot trailer wide. And this trailer is going to be 8 foot wide. So we don't have unlimited amount of space. So we want to make sure that we're nice and close to this line on this side. So in this case, where do we want the trailer to go? We're going to want the trailer to go towards the driver's side or to the left, which means we're then going to have to turn to the right. And at this point, we're going to turn the vehicle to the right. We're going to keep backing up. we're going to want to make sure that we're watching out for this cone here in the front. We don't want this front tractor to hit this cone. Then once the trailer is somewhat straight, it is now time to straight line back. Because now at this point we want the trailer to back up straight. So what do we have to do? We have to follow the rules for straight line backing, which means turn to the same side you see your trailer. So in this case, we see the trailer on the driver's side or on the left side. So we're going to turn the vehicle to the left until we straighten everything out. And then right, left, right, depending on straight line backing rules. And then you're going to stop when your back bumper is in between the back two lines right over there. As long as you're able to do that, you're going to be able to pass this maneuver. Now on a toy truck, it's so much easy to actually do, but when you actually get into the vehicle, there's a lot of different things happening here. So what are some common mistakes people can make on a forward offset, and how can we avoid them? So common mistake number one that people do with this maneuver is going to be they start turning too early, which means from here they start turning too early and then they're going to start looking something like this. So you want to make sure that your back tire lines up with these cones before you actually start making your turn. Common mistake number two is once they line this up, they overturn this thing. So instead of lining the trailer corner up to this corner right over here, they look something like this and they get closer to a 90-degree angle. This is what we call a jackknife. We want to avoid a jackknife at all costs. So what winds up happening if you make this mistake is by the time you straighten yourself out, this is what your tractor and trailer looks like. And now it's almost impossible to bend this tractor and trailer into this area right over here. Common mistake number three is by the time you're making the turn, you're not going to turn enough, which means this is what's going to happen. At this point, you're then going to look something, by the time you straighten out the vehicle, you're going to look something like this. I would rather have you not turn enough than turn too much. But in any case, whether you turn too much or not enough, the only solution here is going to be straighten everything back out and then try again. It's okay to use your pull-ups because in the real world, pull-ups are necessary sometimes. And you get 2 for free, so make sure you use them. Now, when it comes to getting out and looking, a common mistake people make is that they don't get out and look. So the best thing to do to get out and look is going to be once you make this maneuver, I would use my first get out and look and make sure everything lines up here. Because once this turn is done correctly, everything else gets a lot easier from there. However, a little bit of an overturn or a little bit of an underturn can cause a big distraction for the rest of the maneuver itself. Now, once you're actually in here, of course you want to avoid any of the actual cones or lines itself, but that brings us to the next mistake. The other mistake people make is that they believe they can pull up all the way through. Any of the solid lines you cannot touch, which means you cannot pull up all the way through and just straight line back. That is a no-go. The other common mistake that they have is that people overpass this last line, and that's also a no-go. The examiner will actually blow their whistle and let you know that you've crossed over this line. And then the last common mistake that people make is they stop the vehicle and they pull up and they want to make sure that the entire vehicle is in the center of all this box, where the instruction actually became make sure the back bumper is in between the back 2 sets of cones here. So if you avoid all those common mistakes, you're one step closer to actually passing this maneuver and ultimately passing your CDL road test, which means you're one step closer to getting your CDL license and on the road to freedom. Okay, now that you've seen some of the theory behind these maneuvers, as well as the do's and don'ts, let's take you out to the yard to see what it really looks like in real life. All right, so this is going to be what the actual vehicle looks like from the top view. And step one, like we talked about, is make sure you're lining up your back tires with this cone right over here. From there, what we're going to see is inside the cab, you can actually see that cone line up with the actual back trailer from the passenger side. So we're going to back up. Once we're at that area, now it's time for the instructor to actually start turning the wheel. And you can now see that the wheel was actually turned all the way to the driver's side of the vehicle. That's because we want the trailer to start moving to the passenger side of the vehicle. From there, you're going to start seeing an angle. Once we get to about a 45-degree turn, where you can see inside the vehicle itself, you can actually see behind in this day cab, you can see where everything's lining up. Then you're going to want to start counter turning. So you're going to start counter turning, just like you see our driver doing here. And then on the top, you can actually start seeing the tractor and trailer back up until it's straight. Now, once the tractor and trailer is 100% straight, then your whole job is to make sure that you back this trailer up and you want to start straight line backing. So you're going to do the same thing we did with straight line backing. So you're going to straighten out the wheel, turn to the same side you see your trailer, which in this case is on the driver's side, so you're going to start turning there. And now, once you're actually inside the box, it is your job to now start asking yourself, where do you want the trailer to go? If you want the trailer to go to the driver's side of the vehicle, you're going to turn to the passenger side. If you want the trailer to go further away, you're going to turn towards the driver's side. So in this case, we want the trailer to come closer, which means we're going to start turning towards the passenger side until things start to straighten up, as you guys can see right over there. And then this is what the angle looks like from the outside view. And we want to make sure we are not going to be touching this cone at all. That is the tricky part to this whole thing. So this instructor is now backing this tractor up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to stop. We have enough space, and then eventually we're then going to start pulling up. So we're going to pull up, straighten ourselves out. We don't want to cross over this cone, as we did not. And they're going to back up more and straighten out the entire vehicle. This thing is one of the hardest maneuvers that you're going to have to practice. And then you can see that it is actually getting close to the line, but he's not touching the line, because you can see from this point of view, he is good to go. As long as that back bumper is in between these back two cones right over here, and the entire vehicle is within the lines itself, you are good to go. So there it is. That's everything you need to know about the reverse offset. See you on the next one.
If you want to get your CDL, Driving Academy is here to make that process simple. We'll help you pass your permit, train behind the wheel, and prepare you for real-world driving with days and night classes 7 days a week. Start with only $500 down with interest-free payments and get lifetime job placement assistance to help you get hired fast. Visit cdldrivingacademy.com and let's help you get started on your road to freedom today. If you like this video, I know you're going to love this one too. And of course, subscribe. And if you're ready to get started, click on the link below.